Hi Guy, today's a bit of a break from the norm, but I thought we'd have a chat about a Monkey Island series with the recent E3 events happening. I mean, it's even affecting retro collectors with some of the new stuff that they've announced. In particular, they're doing a remake of Secret of Monkey Island 1 for Xbox Live. Now, there's been quite a lot of videos and pre-artwork and stuff where people have just been complaining like, oh my god, you know, it's the worst thing we've ever seen, and what the hell are they doing to the series, and all the rest of it. And to my mind, it's just shut up, basically. It's effectively a new Monkey Island game. I mean, we're going right back to the beginning of the series. There's talk they're going to go from the first to the second and possibly even the third, and who knows. I mean, if the first three make a lot of money, or they do a lot sales wise on Xbox Live, then there's always a chance we'll get a proper fourth game. And by a fourth game, I don't mean a follow-on to bloody Monkey Island 4 or Escape from Monkey Island, which was a disaster from start to finish. I mean, that was an absolutely dreadful game. None of the original team were on it. The artwork didn't work. So the gameplay was off. I mean, coming from the company that made something like Grim Fandango, Full Throttle, Day of the Tentacle, it was absolutely disgusting when they came out with Escape from Monkey Island. I mean, it wasn't that far after Grim Fandango. I think it came out in about 2000 and Grim was out in 97, so there's only a few years difference there. So quite why they couldn't have come up with something special is beyond me. But anyway, I'm giving far too much time to that game, far too much time. Let's just, like I say, if you're a Monkey Island fan, you just pretend that game never existed, because it's not part of the canon. So as I'm concerned, like I say, none of the original team are on it, so waste of time. But anyway, yeah, back to the first games. I believe it's a company called Telltale Games are doing a remake for it. Basically, they're going back to all the original artwork, redoing everything, all the interfaces. They're sticking to it, but they're changing the look so that it's compatible with a pad. I think it's like the equivalent of you press a button, like say the right button or the right trigger, brings up a menu with all the verbs on, like look at, close, open, and so on. Or, and this is the other thing which is strange to me with all these people complaining that, oh my god, they're going back to Monkey Island. Is if you don't like the new look, you can just press like a button, I think it's the right button on top of the pad, and it reverts back to the original look. All the scripts are exactly the same, the verbs come up, you know, you get the original game. So I mean, you can easily flip between the two. So it just has me wondering, you know, people, this is an amazing thing that's happening. You know, this is going to be an Xbox Live download. I mean, true, you can get the game probably off the web for free if you try, or even on eBay for a couple of quid. But just the ability to have a download of this game, and the fact that they're going to go back at some point and do Monkey Island 2, which looks wise is 10 times better than the first game. You know, fantastic artwork, but they're actually going to redo that from scratch. I mean, I'll post a link at the end of this video for some of the E3 reports, and you'll get to seeing that the sort of upgrade they've done on the graphics. You know, things like the ocean moving in the background, or when you walk through the port where the scum bar is, there's actually ships there now. I mean, the artwork does look outstanding. Probably the only thing I didn't really like was the look of Guybrush himself and the hair as well. I'm not sure what was going on there, but you know, they've got a lot of people to please. I mean, it's almost 20 years old, this series, and it's picked up a lot of fans over the years, so no, not everybody's going to be happy with it, you know, not everybody's going to be pleased, but the fact is, it's going to be there, it's going to be available, and it's something to look forward to. I think the first one, for me, Monkey Island, I mean, I played that, must have been 92, pushing 93, one of the first graphic adventures I ever played. Absolutely fantastic game, you know, hilarious script. It drew you in. I mean, the music was just something I'd never experienced before in a game. It was almost cinematic, you know. Basically what you were looking at was an updated text adventure, and it drew you in. The music made you believe in the world. You know, you'd be walking around this island in the middle of the night trying to learn how to be a pirate. You know, the sword fighting, the cracking the jokes and stuff. But then there's the soft like Caribbean Beat. That's it. The Caribbean Beat would just draw you in, set the scene. Absolutely fantastic. You know, I just can't say enough about these games. They're absolutely a huge part of my childhood, especially, well, teenage years it would have been, but yeah, it's probably some of my favourite games of all time, and I can't wait for the first and the second. And I think the first one's due around, it's midsummer this year, so it's not far off, and I'd assume if they're done, it's taken about a year to make the first one, so we'll probably get the second one next year, so it's something to look forward to. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and what I was going to say this time is, I don't know what you think of these type videos. Would you like me to do more? Just sit watching me natter on for 10 minutes or so. If you do, then just leave a comment, and maybe I'll post some more videos soon about. Alright, thanks for watching guys.